And hello, we are live, and thank you for stopping by this edition of Wild Card Wednesday on the Thomas Bell 75 Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. If y'all if anybody else wants to join in on this, all we ask is you have a beer, a wine, or a spirit, and you're not a douche. There's simple rules. Pretty easy to follow here. No bumpy road says it'd be a rational human being. I just go out and say, don't be a douche. Anyways, here's our panel so far for the evening. We got Beer Man from the state of Oregon. We got Florida represented by Miscellaneous Brew Reviews and Ronnie S. By way of New York State, but we'll go with Florida because that's what we got. All right, we're going to go and showcase some of the beverages from everybody, and we're going to go through and do you can do your pour. You can tell us about the appearance and the aroma so far. So let's start with Beer Man from Oregon.
All right. Hey, thanks, Eric. Man, I appreciate you letting me be on here. Hell yeah. So we got a fruit medley imperial seltzer. It's a fruited seltzer. It's by Untitled Art and the Eighth State Brewing Company. This is it. It is a 9% seltzer. They got all the information, which is crazy. You can tell you the calories, isn't that something? All right. This was 5/7/21, so about 2 months old. Let me real quick. I didn't think about that.
Whoa.
Who knows? I don't know if this is pureed or not. Got this at my local market. He wanted me to do a review on it, and he was curious also. So it looks fruited. It does not have the puree. I don't think.
Looks puree-ish, though.
It looks puree-ish, yeah. Nice plum-looking color, maybe, or something. It's very fruity smelling. Wow. And it's spritzy on the top. You can see the bubbles popping. No head at all. Totally nothing even on the pour. Hazy, can't see through it. Yeah. Medium rising bubble. It's real quick smell. Like a raspberry, like a medley of fruits, actually, like raspberry, blackberry, and maybe blueberry, maybe kiwis in there too, melon stuff coming out, like berry and melon. No, more berry, like kiwi berry, strawberry is big, and the strawberry is the big one. That's the big one. Very nice. I am looking forward to this. Cheers.
I'd say if that thing had like the blueberries or the blackberries, you get more of that blurple, that blue purple color.
Yeah, this is more strawberry.
Nice though. Yeah,
strawberry. Yeah,
very nice. Cool. We'll come back around and get the review in a little while. Thank you, Beer Man. On Miscellaneous.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. So I've got I don't know if this is a new product. It's a new product to me. I haven't seen it in the past 2 years. So, yeah, I've got something from Oscar Blues here. It's called Death by Flapjack. This is a porter with maple syrup, vanilla, lemon peel, nutmeg, lactose, and natural flavors. Death by Flapjacks.
Oh.
What's the ABV on this? 6.5%. So it's gonna be a lighter porter, but let's check it out. Definitely on the pour, I could see it. It's got like a root beer color. So yeah, you got about a 2-finger fluffy head there. It's kind of rocky Swiss cheese looking. Yeah, appearance on the beer. It's much darker in the glass than I think it actually is. It's like a deep brown. Definitely opaque, though, in the glass. Aromas. Definitely get maple syrup, nutmegs there. Lots of nutmeg. Bumpy. Get a slight vanilla. Lemon peel, I don't get no lemon peel at all. Yeah, it smells sweet breakfast dessert porter. We'll see. Cheers.
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 Cheers, Bumpy.
Hey, yes, just got in.
I got by way of New Hampshire, Bunker Road Brewery.
Yeah. The brew that I'm bringing tonight, this is from Mason's Brewing Company. They're out of Brewer, Maine.
Go figure.
The beer is called Killer Bunny.
Whoa.
And this is a double dry hopped IPA at 7% ABV. Can art, you got the massacred teddy bear there on the floor.
Awesome.
It's a hazy, juicy, double dry hopped IPA with Citra, Topaz, and Amarillo hops.
Nice.
Looks like a rabid bunny. No, just kidding.
I'll be right back.
All right. Ooh, look at that.
It's got a very tight, frothy white head to it. I would say a golden colored beer that is hazy. So there you go.
Nice.
Cheers.
Josh, hey, what's up?
I'll come back with the aromas and the flavors and everything afterwards.
Awesome can art on that one.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So you get great can art. You can just hope that the beer is going to be good.
Yeah, man. Cheers on
Otherwise,
that.
it's a waste of can art.
Yeah. Cheers on that. All right, Ronnie. Yeah, so you can do your pour appearance and aromas on your longboard.
Longboard Island Lager. This is from Kona Brewing out of Hawaii. It's 4.6% ABV. Top it off. Golden color, bubbles coming up. Smells like a typical lager smell for the most part. Tastes like a crisp lager.
Nice. Cheers. Keep sipping, keep thinking. We'll come back to you, Ronnie. Cheers.
Cheers.
Beer for the weather. All right, let's see if I can structure. How does that look? Pretty good to me. All right, so I am bringing a single malt Scotch whiskey today because I'm starting to get into. Really, people? You really calling me on the boy? All right, we're gonna do Scotch. Telephone, people. Hold on. It'll stop. All right, here we go. Very good. All right, sorry about that. All right, we got a single malt Scotch whiskey from the Orkney Islands. I think it's the northernly most of the islands in Scotland, and it's in the region called Islay. This is Highland Park. That's their distillery. It's their 12-year-old Viking honor. Yeah, they redid some branding, and it's got all this Celtic Viking kind of look to it. It's 43% alcohol by volume. I believe the bottle was like $45-ish. So I did pour it already, and I have it in a whiskey glass called a Glencairn. Just so that I poured it just so that I can kind of get it to breathe a little bit, because sometimes it's really whiskeys can kind of be, and some spirits can kind of be hot on the alcohol. So kind of let that die down a little bit. So yeah, single malt, for anybody that doesn't know, means that a single was done at a single distillery, made with just malt at their, done at their distillery. So it's not a blend. But here's the color on that. It's a very golden kind of amber, almost like a what would you say, like a apple juices kind of look to that one. Definitely a honey amber kind of color too. And you can see some alcohol legs maybe there, just a little bit. Let's get a nose on that. I do have some ice, and or maybe it'll melt and be some water if I want to put a little bit in there at some point. And the nose on that. So this does have a little light of the little light peat moss in there. So they burn the peat moss where they're doing the malting, and then that peat moss, the smoke travels over malts, and so that's how you get that smokiness in it. There's a little bit of like a sea salt, like a brininess to it. There is some caramel toffee and honey flavors. Definitely a green apple. I think there's a green apple in that one. So pretty good smelling stuff so far. Can't complain on that. So we'll come back to the Scotch whiskey examination in a little while. And until then, let's hear from Beer Man and the hard seltzer.
All right. Yeah, if I would have read the ingredients, I could have told you what was in it. But I was kind of close. The guava is it is pureed, by the way, and it has vanilla extract in it, as well as potassium sorbate and natural flavors. But this is it's pureed cranberry puree, lime juice, concentrate, vanilla extract, and guava puree. Guava definitely has a strawberry influence in the aromas and flavors, and that is what I'm getting on this for sure. Big time, and it has like an earthy kind of thing going on as well. There's a slight earthy thing. Yeah. We already looked at it. We already smelled it. Just wanted to clarify that. Let's go into the flavors. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, the color's definitely right for guava.
Mm.
Cheers.
Guava, lime, vanilla. Vanilla comes through real nice. It's smooth, man. It's kind of syrupy. This is 9%. You don't get that. It's not as watery. It's more viscous. It does have a watery layer on it, though. That seltzer quality kind of thing going on, you know. But it has that viscousness of the puree and the syrupiness or something. It's sweet, but it's tart. It's not sour. It's not totally lactic acidy, you know, blah. It's like, it's actually nice. It waters off, though. The seltzer, like I was saying, the seltzer stuff definitely is present in the back on the finish. It like sizzles off and then turns into water and then leaves. But it leaves like this residual kind of strawberry, guava, limey kind of thing going on the tongue, like on the back of the tongue. And then it just waters and dries off at the back. Very good beer, though. This is really very well made. I'm very impressed. It is fruity. It's different. It's not your typical beer. If you're searching for a beer, this is probably not what I'd say for the wine drinker transitioning into beer. This would be a good way to go. It is malted, I think.
Is that an actual beer or is it a hard seltzer, you said?
This is a hard seltzer. Yeah. Imperial hard seltzer.
Does it have the carbonation, the spritziness of a hard seltzer?
Not as much. That it was more viscous and laid down a bit. Because it is 9%. It's got more sugary notes in it. It's very it's nice. It's good. If I'm gonna go with these, it's still thirst quenching too, and it's really good for the summer. I would probably do a heavier one like this. Those lighter ones, they get a little bit weird. But this you can actually taste. It's really, really nice. So yeah, I got my thoughts, got my score, I think. And cheers.
Cheers. Sit back, relax, and think about that one. Beer Man. All right. Brew review.
All right. So, yeah. Death by Flapjack, huh? Why does everybody got to put fucking nutmeg in everything? That's what I don't get. They're way too hard with the shit. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess, yeah, like I said, I haven't had a sip, but very maple forward, vanilla, nutmeg. It's got that tree bark kind of pine that nutmeg's got.
Nice.
I don't know. It smells pretty rich and decadent. Let's go in for a sip. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Those are hard cheers there, Bumpy.
Well, tell you what. It's a very, very light-bodied porter. A bit thin, that's for sure. So up front, this beer is really kind of watery, to be honest with you. You get more of those adjunct flavors kind of as it starts to dry on the palate. That maple syrup and vanilla comes out. The nutmeg it's present, but it's not as strong as it is on the nose, on the palate. Lactose, it does have a sweetness to it, but it's definitely not helping the body of the beer by any means. Lemon peel, can't find it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know who puts lemon peel in flapjacks. It's breakfast. Come on. What are we doing, Oscar Blues? I said it last night. I had one of these, and the flavor of this beer isn't that bad. It just drinks watery. That's it. It's just like it needs some body. It's got no heft to it. You know what I mean? If this was medium bodied, they'd probably would be working with something. But I will say, from the last Death by series that I had was Death by King Cake. This is way more flavorful, because I thought that the Death by King Cake, the last one that I had out of their Death by series, was just way too mild, too toned down. Could have went a little bit harder with the adjuncts. Here, I think they've gone pretty well, excluding the lemon peel. I just needs more body, a lot more body. Oh, hi, Alex.
Alex.
What's up, my friend? What's up, my friend?
Yeah. So that's I'm gonna stick with that, and I'm not gonna beat Oscar Blues down anymore.
It is what it is, right?
Thin beer.
All right, sip and think. I think you know where you're going with that, but we'll come back around next time and get the ratings, and stick around for what you call them. Shout outs at the end. Yeah, man. All right, let's go to Alex since he hasn't introduced his beer yet.
I
for appearance and aroma at this point, Alex.
I was just eating dinner, so I just saw your message.
Cheers.
So I'm going to be drinking that. The something Slide Fox. Okay, Slide Fox Grisette.
Oh, you got the Grisette again. All right, sweet.
So I'll drink that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see if your rating has changed from
still here. I just got to take care of something.
Still smells good. All right. Let's see here, shall we? There we go. Stop pouring that because it's more of a head than a beer. As you can see, that's lively.
Got those
Smells a little sweet. The yeast smells pretty darn good, I can tell you that.
All right.
So everybody else has already done their thing, so I'm just gonna go right through this and see if I can get into it. But it's nice, nice color, like a yellowish color there.
All right. We're gonna be right. We're gonna be right. Oh, wait a minute. I'll let you finish because we're gonna do just up to the aroma right now.
Oh, I'm confused. When did you store? You just stored it, right? Okay, I didn't know. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna go over to Bumpy Road for his review, and then come right back to you. So this is gonna be
okay. Oh, thank you.
Collect your thoughts. We'll hear about them. Couple minutes with Bumpy Road.
I apologize for any background noise,
Okay.
but yeah, the Mason's Brewing Company's Killer Bunny double dry hopped IPA. It has some bready aromas, some sweet aromas coming through. There's like kind of a candied orange. I would say maybe a hint of pineapple in this and some papaya. That's about it. Let's go in for the flavors. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a nice looking beer, Bumpy.
Yeah, it is.
I had to run outside when you did your rundown.
Yeah, medium body, medium carbonation. Sort of smooth mouthfeel. Not the softest of New England IPA mouthfeels, but it's all right. There is some like light bread notes in there. There's a bit of a honey note. I do pick up on some citrus. From that kind of citrus, it's kind of on the orange side of citrus. I think it starts to go into that more of like a papaya type flavor right from there. It's a kind of tropical fruit, but a little bit kind of earth toned as well. Bitterness kind of hits there on the tail end, also lingers on. Bitterness is kind of that herbal zesty, maybe a little bit of like some type of a citrusy rind, either grapefruit or orange. It's not too harsh. For the most part, it's a flat-lined IPA on the sweetness to bitterness level, so kind of balanced, I guess, is what it would be. Yeah, I'm going to sip on this one a bit more. I'll be thinking of a score. I can tell you right now, not my favorite IPA for sure, but it doesn't match up to the can art.
The can art.
You know what else I just noticed? That can is going to come up blurry. All right, so there's a paint can down there, and it's going to be blurry, so you can't see it. But it says red rum. Murder.
That's funny. Wow. Creative can art. That thing is great. They got really cool can art from that brewery.
Danny isn't here, Bumpy.
Jeez. All right. Sip and think, Bumpy. Sip and think.
Oh,
Go right back to Alex again for the Sly Fox.
I will tell you this. It smells like a sweetness, but it also smells like that Band-Aid smell too.
Ooh, iodine kind of smell.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
It's the yeaster.
Yeah. So I don't know if they put Band-Aids in these yeasts or not.
No. Band-Aid.
That's just a joke. But I wonder.
That's probably Brettanomyces.
It could be that too. So let's see what this tastes like. Nice color. I was going to bring a stout, but I said, you know what? I'll bring something different. Cheers.
Right on. You had a good stout the other day.
Alex.
Oh, yeah. I'm old. I mean, what's his name? Michael Kormoff's the stout king and all that. But, hey, I could be one of the stout kings, too, because I drink a lot of stouts or CBSs and all that good stuff. All right, cheers.
Master. Come on. The stout prince.
The Duke. The Duke of Stouts.
Did you say the Duke of Stouts? That's a good name. I like that. Cheers. Very good. It does taste really, has a little sweetness to it. The mouthfeel is a little light. No, it's not bad, but what I need to do before I give it a bad rating and all that, I need to find, well, not a bad rating, but it's not my favorite. I need to look for more grisettes because you never know. More grisettes could be tasting better than this one. Never know. So, I'm still going to give all grisettes a chance if I can find one after this one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's definitely really close to a low saison. Some of them are higher ABV. They got a pretty good range on them.
Well, this ABV, this one, if it has an ABV, I don't even know. I might have had you look it up because I couldn't find the ABV on here. I don't think. At least I don't remember. No. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. It is 5.6.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
I had a look. So it's good. A little dry too.
All right. It's band aged. Yes, band aged.
So
No,
it's
it's
a
not.
good beer. I would get it again just to drink it because it does kind of has like a I'll try other grisettes, but I'm just saying if I couldn't find another one, I'd get this just to drink it because it's a good beer to summer. For the summer, it's not too bad for that. So yeah, it's good that way.
Nice.
It does have good flavor to a point in that level, but yeah. So I'm gonna, next time around, I'll give my rating, my shout outs, and all that good stuff.
Sign it out.
And I'll do this. Yeah. Cheers.
Sip and
Oh,
think.
I'm getting Multi Monday queued up to see if your scores coincide.
Yeah, that'll be good. And all right. Thank you, Alex Beermaster, the Duke of Stouts, as he's now called on the channel. Woo.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody ball bust me because I'm always having Founders, CBS, Founders, KBS, and they have it right because they see every which way when it comes to the Founders. So.
It's
Appreciate you. Go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
great times to be had. Yeah, man. Cheers. All right. So here's what I'm doing. Wildcard Wednesday, the only the two stipulations are don't be a douche, but you can bring any beer, wine, or spirit, which is what I've done. I brought that spirit. We're doing the Highland Park 12-year-old, the Viking Honor, the single malt Scotch whiskey from the Orkney Islands up there in Islay, the most northerly distillery in Scotland, and it's 43% alcohol by volume. And here comes Ronald Sutton in the chat. All right,
I gotta put a shirt on and get my glasses on.
Yeah.
I gotta get set up a little bit.
Okay,
But what are you guys having? I missed the first part of the show.
we will.
This is wild card.
Yeah, we'll come back around towards the end and.
You drinking liquor again?
I got the single malt Scotch whiskey, Highland Park 12. So just to reiterate on some of the aromas really fast, we have some honey, we have some caramel and toffee.
I got
green apple in there. There's definitely a green apple in that, and there's definitely a maltiness in there. And there's that saltwater kind of brininess to saltwater brininess, and a little bit of the peat smoke, because they are using some peat smoke, but it's a very light version. It's not campfire, doesn't cut your head off, but it's definitely in there in aroma. So without any ice or water, and it's been opened up for a little bit, so hopefully it has breathed properly. Let's take a drink neat. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
Cheers.
Neat.
All right. So this product has definitely that briny peat smoke kind of flavor to it. It's a little bit heavier on the brine, a little bit less on the peat smoke, but it's gentle. The peat smoke is very gentle. And then you're getting some of that caramel maltiness, toffee malts in there. There's definitely a honey flavor and a little bit of oily consistency to the drink. The finish is medium towards long. Oh, on the towards. Are we getting feedback from somewhere?
Yeah, I hear feedback.
It's
Yes.
either
Ronnie,
subtle or
I
not, yes.
muted you, Ronnie.
That was painful in my headphones.
Sorry about that, people. It's a pretty light whiskey for the most part. It's 43%. There's not much real super de-duper complexity. I added a little bit of the melted ice for some water. Let's see if that does anything to open up the whiskey here. What else do I get? All right, now at this point, once I added the water, I'm getting a little bit of the barrel char now, of the oakiness in there, and more of this vanilla note in there. Definitely, and something that sort of reminded me of an apple juicy kind of a note mixed in with that honey, and maybe also there's like a pear-like fruit, kind of really light fruity notes to it. So let's try it with a little bit of that water. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. there's definitely more oakiness, and there's definitely more a little bit more of the barrel spice. I think Ronald Sutton is in here.
I had some difficulties. When you got that reverb, I thought it was me because that's when I entered the studio. So I cut out.
All right, everybody is getting muted because it's getting loud in here. That's the only reasoning why. So I'm losing my train of thought here, but it's definitely easier drinking. You can take a bigger sip out of it now. It's got more pronounced barrel. It's got more oakiness. It's got more pronounced fruitiness, and there's a little bit of a vanilla kind of note in there. The peat is more pronounced at this point. So again, I kind of lost my train of thought there. I apologize, but pretty good stuff nonetheless. It's not the world's most complex Scotch single malt, but if you want an introduction to smoke a whiskey, very gentle introduction, Highland Park 12 is a pretty good compromise on that one. So yeah, let's go down to let's see here. Let's go down to Ronnie S. See if he wants to talk about some longboard lager. Then we'll go right over to Ronald Sutton.
All right, for the longboard lager, it's a great beer. It's a great summer beer. It's very crisp in taste. It tastes a little sweet, has a little sweet note to it, but it's a really good summer beer. Great lawnmower beer. Great kind of American style lager. I gave it a 90 out of 100. So 90 out of 100 for the longboard Highland lager.
Nice. That's definitely a crafty go-to.
Cheers.
Especially if you're trying to even get
too expensive. It was like $10 for a 6-pack.
No,
when
yeah.
I got it, I wouldn't want to pay that much for it.
Yeah. No, even like at Total Wine, it's lower too. It's usually
Usually
lower.
you can get it for $5, right?
Yeah, at my local place, it's like $5.99 or.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I would pay that much for it for sure.
It's like almost like the same price. Like
Don't you hate when you overpay for something?
I don't hate it. Yeah. Is that
No, unfortunately, I think that's Ronald Sutton. But we're gonna go right over to Ronald Sutton. At this point, we're gonna go right over to Ronald Sutton. Let's hear what product this.
Oh, you
We're
cleared
getting
my mic, but okay, I'm good. Yeah, I got a beer from.
I'm out. We're getting. I'm gonna mute you for a second. We're getting a bad echo from Ronald Sutton. It is extremely loud. Just to let you know.
What do you want me to do? Turn my volume down?
Do you have the stream open on YouTube in the background somewhere?
No, I'm only on StreamYard.
Okay, I guess I would turn your overall volume down, I guess, on your end.
I don't know how to get to that. I gotta get this and go to settings.
Oh, here we go again. Wow.
I don't know how to go right back to me.
I don't know.
It may have been because he was in here twice at one point, so maybe he had it opened up twice and just didn't know it.
Yeah, you have to actually go in and physically shut that down. I've had that happen on my cell phone.
Let's try again with Ronald Sutton.
Here,
there's no echo right now.
Hopefully it's better now.
Yeah.
everything's good now, man.
I got a beer from, what is it? Asahi. Asahi owns a bunch of beers. And this beer has been passed down. I don't understand why. But it was originally produced in 1615. Ron Terrio gave two different dates. He gave 1613 and gave 1619. For being a professor in history or whatever. I don't know how he screwed that up. Says it right on the bottle. Right on the bottle. It says 1615. Right on the bottle. I don't know how he screwed that up. But it's a Dutch Pilsner. It's up there with a Heineken. Some people hate it. You get it on some reviews, and some people actually despise this beer. I like it because of the hop character and the water source. But anyhow,
Hey, Ronald Sutton.
I've been drinking it. What do you want me to do? Give it a sniff?
Gross.
Ronald Sutton. What kind of yeast do they use in that beer?
I have no idea. You know,
Probably a European lager yeast.
Yeast is strange, man. We were talking about it on Beer Man's channel just a little while ago. You know, they keep it secret. That's the shit that like Budweiser stole from Bud Bar and brought it back to America. It says, "Wow, I got the greatest thing ever." You know, Louis Pasteur is the one that created all yeast. Right. You know, he's the one that started breeding it and shit. Louis Pasteur. Yeah, he was. You know, he made penicillin. But anyhow, this beer, you know, you get the malts right off the front of the nose, but it has a wheat character. You know, malt, wheat. It's real mild. It's it's a real sessionable beer. I mean, it's 5%. Nobody can find the IBUs on the damn stuff. But you know, something that's been around. You know what bothered me? You know, they say that now since like 1870, I got the paper down here, like 1897 is when they came out with this swing top bottle. You know,
Okay.
it was 1879 when they came out with that. But what else? I got something wrote down here. What the hell did I write down? Oh, now they say, I forget what the date on it was, but they force carbonate this beer. So they're adding CO2. Well, that tells me that ain't the original recipe, you know? So that's just a few things I found out about.
Not bottle conditioned.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really bottle conditioned, but they add CO2. Now, there's a rumor that went around back like in 78 to 82, okay? Pabst Brewing Company was always in Milwaukee. Well, they moved their plant down to Georgia, okay? And they force carbonated their beer with ether. And that shit gave me a fucking headache. I was a Pabst Blue, returnable bottle Blue Ribbons, man. And you pour them in a glass, you can sit at a bar for hours and just watch baseball or whatever.
Sure.
I mean, it was, good Blue Ribbon beer. But then they started injecting that shit with ether to fucking build the bubbles up. And that was a headache from hell. So I quit drinking Budweiser. My brother drank it for ages. His son still drinks it. Yeah, he goes through a couple 30s a week. Pabst Blue Ribbon. But here's to you. We'll get it back around to the taste and everything else and the score.
Cheers,
Cheers.
I do a couple 30s a day.
Ooh, let me unmute so I can speak, actually. I'll put all you in order you came into the stream. Okay, so you go there. You go there. That looks about right to my eye. All right.
You got coordination, man. You're a good coordinator.
Let's do it this
He's
way.
good at this.
All right, we got it now. Cool.
Yeah.
Shit just got real. Yeah, we're shuffling the deck.
It just got real.
Something, yeah. Yeah, man. And just so y'all know, yeast is strange. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about that next week on the show that he's going to plug after he rates his seltzer beer.
Yes. Got some notes here I'm just reading off of. But I guess you could put this under a wine category, seriously, because it's really fermented off sugars. There's no malts in this. It's not a malted beverage at all. It's just purified water and flavors, fruited flavors and puree. So, but you can the vodka drink that's malted, like that malted fruity foo-foo beverage that they have. I don't know that stuff. You guys know where I'm going with that, though. All those Anyway, I can't go any further with that because I don't know what I'm talking about.
I understand. We gotta be politically correct. You gotta be politically correct, my man.
Those foo-foo fucking shit drinks. Those drinks that wine coolers and stuff like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Like wine coolers, but like the Smirnoff malted beverage.
Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, dude. That's malted. That's got malts in there. But anyway, man. Yeah, guava strawberry, the big one for sure. Just a big guava strawberry burst. The cranberry was in this, and that actually just mixed really well with what already was in there with the lime. The lime added a nice little touch. The vanilla was really nice. It was thicker, but it was loose. You know what I mean? Like a loose feel, that seltzer watery looseness, but it had like this thick puree kind of to it, and it was really hitting on the alcohol. That it was a 9%, and I'm actually flying high pretty good right now. I'm feeling good right now with this thing. Had a few before this. All right, yeah, puree definitely of all three different fruits. So that was, guava, lime, cranberry puree. Tart, sweet, fruity, viscous, but watery. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Foo-foo, yes, but nice and refreshing. I'll score this a 95. It's probably one of the better seltzer ones I've had so far, so not bad. And we have a truck or a train.
There's a plane.
And a plane or a plane.
Superman.
Yes, gotta get it in the country somehow.
Yeah. So a 95 for sure. Are we shouting everything out now?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just do it. Anything for Beer Cheese Tuesday for 8 o'clock Eastern, and Wednesday is going to be the first adjunct beer of choice. So bring it, and we'll do 4 weeks of that. So bring any adjunct beer. I don't care what it is, stout, lager, porter, whatever the style you got there. Bring it. 6 o'clock Eastern, and just look out for stuff. Recently, I haven't been doing a whole lot of videos. I've been concentrating on the brewery, so hopefully that'll happen soon. But cheers, guys. Much love. Oh yeah.
Hey, Bear Man, fuck yeah. There you go. Cheers.
Yeah,
There you go. All right, miscellaneous. Give us the dirty.
All right, yeah. So it's gone. The Death by Flapjacks from Oscar Blues.
Death by rating.
It's one of those weird ones. Like it tastes good. It's just lackluster. You know what I mean? It's thin, watery. It's kind of you know what it reminds me of, that Yingling Hershey Porter. Boy, it tasted good, but it just needed some body. It's a little heftiness to it,
So, Andrew, it's a spin-off off of the Death of Coconut, I'm guessing.
Well, no, they have just a whole Death by series.
Yep.
They did, like I said, they did Coconut. They've done Death by King Cake. This is Death by Flapjacks.
It's just pancakes.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, I don't know, the maple syrup, the vanilla, the nutmeg. You get all that. I don't know what other natural flavors they've put in here. The lemon peel ain't there. Like I said, the flavors, the adjunct flavors were good. The smell of the beer was good. It was just thin. Not their best work. For 6.5%, I probably should have known. But I'll put it at an 87.
Okay.
It's drinkable, but I wouldn't send it to y'all.
yeah.
Shout out wise, 9 o'clock? Yeah, 9 o'clock tonight. There's going to be an examination of Prairie Artisan Ales, Cherry Bomb, Chili Stout.
I thought it was going to be
That's going to
Thursday.
be on.
I thought it was going to be Thursday. I'm losing my mind.
We couldn't. There's something came up. We have to do it tonight, Al.
Damn it.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
Oh no.
It'll, Alex. We'll do something. We'll make something happen.
That's okay. It's not the end of the world. I didn't know until now. So cheers. Appreciate you.
No problem. Yeah. Other than that, I'm on IG now, Instagram, same handle. Did shout you out early, Did shout you out earlier though, Alex. Food Friday.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
You're loved, brother. You're loved.
Other than that, what's it? Stout Sunday with John Anelli and Michael Kormroff, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. Bring your stouts, your porters, imperial or not, whatever kind you like. Start the day off right. Cheers.
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 Damn.
Cheers.
I gotta get one.
Actually, I think it's Ronnie S.'s turn to rate his longboard lager.
I rated it already. Last go around.
You sticking with that rating, Ron?
Yep.
All right.
90? Yeah.
So a most excellent product.
Anything going on social media wise? Joining any fan?
No, I mean, I just whatever you guys said, I try to join here and there, whichever ones I can. That's it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Good to have you, man.
Appreciate you joining when you can. Nice to see you again. Cheers.
You
Yes. All right, Bumpy Road. He's got that Mason's IPA. What you think? What you thinking?
What do I think? I think that the can art is kick ass. That's why I bought it.
Yeah, man.
Did it live up to the hype?
Yeah. As far as IPAs go, though, I mean, it's kind of in a whole pool of many. Actually, in an ocean of many. It's just kind of. It's not. It doesn't stand out at all. So I mean, it's not even for me. It's not even going to reach into the 90s. It's just. It's a decent IPA, but it's just like so many IPAs, and it's not worth. I think it was something like $16 or $17 for a 4-pack. It's not 16 to 17. I could see this one being in a 12-pack of cans for like $14.
Yeah, we could.
A 12-pack, 12. That's kind of where this one lands for me. I'm going to put it at an 88 out of 100. It's all right.
Damn artist.
It's got some okay notes to it. It's just I don't know. It's kind of the malt mixture thing that, like I said, it's got the light bread, the kind of honey, and then it's got the kind of sweet candied orange and just different things that are. I don't know. It doesn't all.
Come together.
It's yeah.
It doesn't meld together.
Yeah. Something like that, right?
Yeah, something like I don't know. It's just I don't. You have to drink it to just kind of know, like, yeah. It's like because everything I talked about, like, oh, that sounds good. Yeah, honey, like, yeah, sure. Oh, candied orange, that's nice. Papaya. Oh, you like some papaya and some IPA sometimes.
Yeah,
oh,
but all that stuff together, like a papaya and a candied orange, they probably don't go together.
Yeah, and the sweet and the kind of honey note from the malt and stuff. It's just yeah. It's just it is what it is. It's kind of that above average, but becoming what is average on an IPA nowadays. I mean, go back to the mid 90s, this thing would have really stood out and probably been fantastic. But as of what we got nowadays, it's more like the mid 90s.
Like a classic
standout type beer.
Well, Tommy Carroll wants to know what you would rate that can art.
Oh, the can art's fantastic. I would give the can art.
Let's see that again.
I would give that.
Wow.
I mean, just that alone, that's like, oh, cool. That's cool, But then it's like the little nuances. So this is like a 90, a 98 right there. But then you go teddy bear torn apart.
Yeah, that's
like,
100.
what looks like blood on the floor, but then the little can of red paint that says red rum, which for all the shining just means you put that in the mirror and it's murder.
Yeah, it's definitely 100.
They really thought this out. Whoever made this can art did a fantastic job. But Mason's does have really good can art on their stuff, but their beers seem to be kind of in this. They're not the greatest.
Yeah.
So they're big on the art department, not as big in the brewery department.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much.
There's a couple.
Well, they can make comic books, like comic book stuff, or whatever.
If that,
like for instance, never.
Maybe if that beer met up with Guy Ferrari, they could go to Flavortown together and figure it out. Yeah. But
shout outs. The Multi Monday poll is ended, and there was a style that was winning that didn't win. So the style that did win is any rye beer.
Oh shit! I've been waiting for this.
Man, I got one in my fridge.
Any
rye
beer has rye in it, or it's like barrel aged in like rye barrels of some sort,
okay.
like rye whiskey. Any rye beer, but the beer has to have something to do with rye.
I'm gonna try to find rye.
Typically, some type of rye malt would probably be more preferable, but
Rye bread.
as long as you're getting some type of rye out of it. Yep.
Okay, you heard it live. Go to Bumpy Road Breweries. What the
Damn, I'm missing that, and I have one in my fridge. Damn it. That's all right.
I think I can get Boulevard
I'll do a
right.
review of it.
Cheers. That sounds
Cheers, man.
That Boulevard is fire too.
Yeah, I have that.
What is it? It's
Yeah,
$4.49, 14 for a single, $14.99 for a 4-pack. That might just be a good 4-pack to buy. Yeah,
The
man.
Boulevard one.
Yeah, man.
it's worth
Yeah,
it.
I think I can get it for like
It's
$5.
totally
Take a look at that.
It's
But
worth it.
yeah, cheers on that one, Bumpy Road. Anything else you want to mention besides the ABV? Or is that you all
What
right?
happened to fruited
No, I
ales?
mean, if you guys are ever in New Hampshire, and you're looking for a really nice Italian restaurant, go to Manchester. There's a place called Villaggio's. It's very, very nice.
Cool. Well,
It's kind of, it's a little bit on the pricier side, but good portions. The wife and I have been 3 times, and every single time we're just amazed by the quality, the taste, the flavors of the food. I had a beautiful duck dinner tonight. It was duck breast in a mushroom cream sauce with little cheese tortellinis, with mushrooms and that mushroom cream sauce. It was fantastic.
That sounds
Very
great.
earthy umami, and just that, the duck that comes off with all that nice kind of gamey earth tone type notes as well. So
It looks
Okay.
like Bumpy.
What did you drink? What beer did you drink with that?
Moretti was the beer I had, and then I had a margarita Sicilian.
Nice.
So an Italian margarita.
all
It tasted like lime.
Awesome.
Well, it looks like Mr. Bumpy. When I come by and we hang out, sounds like a delicious restaurant. I'm gonna check out.
Oh yeah. Well, you'll have to bring your own wallet that time, Alex.
Obviously, that's good.
Bring the wallet. All right, Alex.
like I did the last time.
Perfect segue. It's your turn to rate.
Unfortunately, though, the truth is, I brought my own money, but then there was stuff that, obviously some of my YouTube friends ended up buying because I end up running out. But I tried my best. I tried. It is what it is. So the beer is delicious. Actually, as I was tasting it, it's done now, but you could taste that pear taste too. That pear flavor, or that, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I forgot that tastes like a pear to me a little bit. Kind of has that pear feel to it when you drink it.
Sure.
I don't know if you know what I mean by that, Eric, but
I get a little bit of my beer.
Yeah, pear.
and the shout outs, and I will show you a cool can art that I have from Pipe Dream.
Did you rate the rosette?
I know I didn't.
Okay.
I'm going to rate it as an 86. Good beer. Delicious. I know I'm in the 90s and the hundreds most of the time. I know, but that's mostly because I have my New England IPAs, or if I'm in my stouts, or so. But the shout outs, Food Friday, we're doing what's it called?
Watermelon.
Yes, I was figuring my beer. I didn't get it out. So watermelon and fruit beers. I'm going to find a fruit beer. If not, just bring any beer. But I'm going to put as watermelon and fruit beers. So I'm going to probably get a fruit beer on Friday. And then, don't forget Stout Sunday. There's stouts. Get your stouts on. It's at John and Ellie's channel at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. But if it's not, if you cannot say the word John and Ellie, just look up George Beer Reviews, and that'll come up. So get your stouts on at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So, on another note, I wanted to show you. I like the art. Let me see if I can find it. It's in my. There we go.
You got the art. What's that?
This, I think, is a good art. What they did.
Oh, a pipe dream. All right.
You showing that barely?
That's cool.
Yeah, I have two of them. I drink two with you guys or something like that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. What are they playing?
I'll trade you something for one of those.
I don't know. I really don't know.
52 card pickup.
Oh, that's what it is?
No.
Throw the cards on the ground, Alex. You got to pick them up.
Yeah, I'm not going to be.
You pick up.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
right.
that game.
I'm not going to be drinking that anytime soon. That was good stuff, though. But yeah, you're right on that, Andrew. I did hear what you just said, but man, I'll have to see if I can order some.
I'm just kidding, Alex. I'm just kidding.
I would trade you though, but that. Good beer, though. Good beer.
Cheers.
But that's it for the shout outs.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. I think Ronald Sutton is still. Oh, he's ready. Ronald is ready. You ready, Ronald?
He knows his
I got
name.
the mic off. You guys ready?
We're
Yeah,
ready.
I got an old beer. You know, it's over 400 years old. It's from 1615. I think that's the year that Ryan Hoskovat came into existence. But it's called Grolsch.
The Ryan Heights.
Yeah, it's standard. It's a standard. It's a pilsner. Yeah, pilsners usually deliver a little bit more hoppy notes, and that's what this does. What's strange? Usually you pick up the malts first on your tongue, but this gives you that little hoppy bite right off the bat. You know what you're getting with this beer. And, the middle of the palate, you get those roasted malts. And I always call it barnyard. It's from the yeast, whatever it is. And by the way, they use two different, the hops, it says on the bottle, 2 different hops. Well, they use 2 different Hallertau hops. I didn't really know they had different strains of this, Hallertau. But yeah, they use 2 different Hallertau. One's for bitterness and the other's for the floral aroma. And you pick that up. You pick that up. The finish is gone. The finish, there ain't nothing to it. The finish just washes straight down.
Clean.
And, overall, I've seen a lot of reviews that people don't really like it. And I think it's because of the slight bitterness of the beer. But I think it has more taste than a Heineken. But I enjoy Heineken too because of the drinkability. I was drinking Labatt Blue earlier. Labatt Blue, and it's a Canadian Pilsner. And I would rate it up along this because of the drinkability of it. It went down so smooth, it was unbelievable. Of course, it's 84 degrees out here right now.
Oh, yeah.
But no, this Grolsch is an excellent product. It's a little pricey. I sold a case of these bottles. A case of these. They're 15.9 ounces, I think. And I got $1.50 a bottle from them. So when you break it down, these beers they cost they're $18.89 a 4-pack. So roughly a little bit over $4 a bottle. So that brought the price down. I wasn't so.
$18.89 a 4-pack.
$8.89. $8.89 a 4-pack. It equals 5 beers. But so it's not too damn bad for a quality product such as this. But it's an excellent product. I'm gonna score it. I think I've been giving it like a 95. It's a 95 every day.
Nice.
Every day. It comes from the city of Groll, Grolle, Groll.
Where is that? In Germany or Czechoslovakia?
To the Netherlands.
Netherlands, yep.
Oh, the Netherlands.
Holland.
Okay.
Holland. It's more
like
towards
Groll.
the Czech Republic. Okay. If you look at the geography, it's more in the northeastern section, which is close to Germany. Well, Heineken is closer to Belgium. It's more down in the Southwest. So you do have the separation of those two. They're similar. Heineken finishes more crisp. A Heineken, you can just, I mean, I can go all day with Heineken.
So would you take a Heineken over the Growth?
I don't think so because I like the taste of the
Yeah.
Grolsch. I really like the taste of the Grolsch. So no, I would pick a Grolsch over.
Yeah, Grolsch is good. I like Grolsch.
Yeah, I think you have to acquire a taste for it because of the bitterness. It's they don't list the IBUs, but it's got to be up there.
You can probably look it up on the website.
Yeah,
it ain't there. You can't find it.
I'll revisit.
If you can find it, man, I congratulate you. You got to be like fucking who's Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
I'm serious. You can't find the IBUs on this.
No.
I feel like Indiana.
If I
But I
can get
did
a hold
find
of
out
that,
they use two different
Indiana
types of
Jones of
alcohol.
beer.
Because they make a big deal on their bottle, two different hops.
Dude, Mary.
But anyhow, here's to you guys, man. Hey, really appreciate you having me on.
Got it.
I hope to hear more from you.
Dave Grohl. Yes, Dave Grohl. They're you mentioned
Dave Grohl, yeah.
Foo Fighters. They're right, Dave Grohl. Grohl. All right.
Gross.
And the knee bone is connected to the ankle bone. Yes, man. Hello, Mary. Hey, Mary. Indiana Jones beer review. You got to do a deep search for those IBUs, right? Okay. So I'm the only one without the beer product, but I think whiskey is, especially the Scotch varietals, are very similar to beer, and it's nice to try some every now and then. So again, I am doing this. You do that real quickly. The Highland Park 12. They've redone a lot of their branding to this Celtic sort of heritage Viking look theme with it. And this is their Viking Honor. Again, 12-year-old, 43% alcohol by volume. And just to show everybody one more thing really fast, because we're trying to look for something here. Okay, so you have these different regions where they do the Scotch whiskeys. Your Highlands and your Lowlands and your Speysides are generally going to be more sweeter whiskeys, more smoother, less of the peat and the smokiness. Where this is from is way up top, above Highland, where that or orange, that blue-looking island is. That is where the Orkney Islands is, and the island regions, and they also can call it Islay, is where you tend to get more of your peated Scotch whiskeys and more of that briny kind of iodine, salty aspect to it. So the Highland Park 12 really opened up when I put some water in there. I might have put a little bit too much. It might have muted it a little bit. But before I did that, it really was giant amount of caramel and toffee, and a lot of the brine was there. When I put some more water into it, I definitely got much more of the barrel char, much of that oakiness, much more of the peatiness to it. And at this point, I'm getting, Alex mentioned pears. I'm definitely getting pears, definitely getting more vanilla, and I'm definitely getting vanilla is the perfect word for that, and more of the fruity aspect to it, and honey. Honey's the big one in here. Honey and that vanilla when you put the water in there. So peat's very light. This is a great one to do when you want light aspects of the smoke. So I'm going to give it at least a 90. I haven't had too many different varieties, but if you want smoky Scotch, go to Lagavulin or go to Lafroy. If you want to cut your head off with the smoke. But yeah, if you've never had any smoky Scotch, or if you've never had a single malt Scotch whiskey, this was about, I think, $45. I think anywhere between like maybe, I don't know, 35 and 50, depending on your area, is probably the going rate for something like this. Really light tasting Scotch, and it's at 43, so you don't have to proof it down that much with the water or the ice to really taste the flavor. But nice stuff for the beginner into Scotch. Very good. So we're going to try this again. Wildcard Wednesday is going to be next week on the 21st of July, and we are just cruising along the summer, unfortunately, but we're going to do it one Wildcard Wednesday at a time. And I don't think we're doing what the ABB, but stay tuned to miscellaneous brew reviews for the Cherry Bomb from Prairie Artisan Ales review at 9 Eastern Standard Time, everybody. Any Bumpy is ready to go. Any final shout outs? Anything before we let Alex sign us? Anybody? Let's check the chat before we go. Indiana Jones beer reviews. Yes.
There it is. There it is.
Find that beer in the next 26 minutes, if you will, or 24 minutes. Enjoy.
Nice.
All right. Hi, Mary.
Hello,
And,
Mary.
yeah. What the ABV with Ronald Sutton? Ooh. Maybe one day.
He's never made an appearance?
No, he's never made an appearance.
That would be the world's longest show.
What the?
It's not funny, Jeremy.
Anyways, cool. Let's get ready
I'm gonna be
for
serious, but
brew reviews coming up in the top of the hour. So, you ready, Alex? You wanna sign us? Help us sign off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you know it.
This is Alex, the Beer Master, and we will see you all
There you go.
in the next live stream, next video. Alex, Beer Master signing out.